Yeah, good morning. I am Muthu Kumar from Tangent Test Technologies. I am going to demonstrate MR6000 from HIOKI. It is a high-speed recorder in the series of several recorders from HIOKI. HIOKI has introduced a brand new instrument for recording high-speed signals. So let me start with the inputs. We can go up to 32 channels, and they can have isolated input up to 200 megasamples per second, and you can have real-time recording for 32 channels up to 1 megasamples per second. And we have touch screen operations for ease of use. So the touch screen is good enough for ease of use in terms of looking into signaling data. And we also have a measurement phenomenon for real-time measurement and real-time calculation, waveform calculation function. Okay, this is predominantly used for research and development and also in production areas. In research and development, we have input that can go for temperature, current, voltage, strain, or stress, so on and so forth. We have multiple channels that can cater to, say for example, a three-phase input of an inverter and three-phase output of an inverter, as well as a motor test. The real-time waveform calculation function will also be able to calculate the power features and power measurement on the MR6000. Besides the inputs that can go up to 32, we also have the power supply for current probes, if any. So right now we have connected a current probe with the power supply that can be tapped from the instrument. And we have a HDMI out, and we have Ethernet communication, USB, and as well as USB host. Now since it's a touch screen, we have kind of limited the number of switches and knobs. So all this can be used by reverberations. This is a flagship model of HIOKI, and we'd like to go into the inputs of this instrument. Let's say there is a high-speed transfer from this instrument to the PC, and whatever data that is recorded for up to 32 channels can be transferred to a PC, and you can use a separate software also for comfortable analysis of waveforms. We have real-time save. This is a built-in hard disk or a built-in SSD drive. This SSD drive can save data up to 1 megasamples per second of 32 channels. Okay, and earlier the instrument cluster had 2 channels per card. Now we have a cluster that can take up to 4 channels per card. Even though there are 8 slots, so 4 and 8 can make it 32 channels for operation. Okay, so we have introduced, HIOKI has introduced new input resolution units, high resolution 16-bit, high resolution 12-bit. We have a millivolt, microvolt in input kind of situation, also a 1000 volt direct AC-DC input situation. And measurement can be performed on switching power supplies, IGBTs, MOSFETs, gallium nitride, silicon carbides, anything that you can talk of. Right now we are, if you look at the screen, we have connected a current, high precision current, clamp. The sensor can go up to 1 milliamp and 1 milliamp resolution, and you can also measure microamps in this. Currently we are measuring about a switching current close to about 150 milliamps. As you can see these artifacts, you would be surprised about the amount of artifacts that this could capture. Basically we are looking at the ringing here. If you measure this, these are in microvolts, microamps. So this is the total current waveform that you're looking at. An analysis of this portion can be done, and I am sure this is the voltage and this is the current. Engineer who was interested in these waveform artifacts can achieve this by using a 200 megasamples 12-bit card.